Hey guys, have you ever just listened to the podcast, never looked at it on YouTube, but somewhere in the back of your mind, you just thought, I wonder what this guy looks like. What does he look like? Well, head on over to YouTube. Talkin Schmit's got his own YouTube page, and you can tickety-tack all the way in to past episodes from the Zoom era, which I believe started maybe Andy Roy. YouTube.com/epically trife.
I have a YouTube channel.
Rolling right into a fucking Phelper birthday. I'm Schmitty, and this is Talkin Schmit. Today on the show, we got Justin Demmon, aka Albino. Hey, where's his background? Did he give up on the stickers? No. Ta-da! Hey, put a hat on, pal. I gotta be honest with you. SFC all the way to San Jose, over to Milpitas, then up to Oaktown, then across the Bay Bridge back into the SFC. This episode is dedicated to the Bay. A lot of fools came, a lot of fools left, and some fools are still here. So this one's for us, baby. Hey, special shout out to Poppy and her mate who were in a horrible car accident this week.
Shout out.
I saw the photos and it looked gnarly. Sending the best vibes. I hope you're both okay. Wow. I love my executive director. And I love my wife.
I really like tacos.
Special shout out to friend of the show, Mammy Tezuka, the
Shout
sorceress part on Thrasher Magazine's website. If you haven't seen it, go. Made Lizzie Armano cry?
Are you out of your mind?
Oh,
Head on down to your local shop. Ask Blood Wizard Skateboards. Or visit bloodwizard.com for all your conjuring needs.
tickety-tack.
Hey, shout out to fucking Bend, Oregon.
Don't question my agenda.
I'm on a bender.
I'm on a bender. That's right. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. Don't ask me no questions. I won't
We finally got some merch up to Bend, Oregon at Soul Skate Shop. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Shout out.
Oh, let's dive into the emails this week. We got a few emails in the old grab bag. Hold on, baby. This one comes from Jared Fair. Second time emailer, long time listener of the show. Yo, Schmitty, what's up, dude? I just finished listening to the new episode, and I have to say it was superb. That David Reyes is a solid dude, and his video part was fucking nuts. Hearing his history and the background on that video part really shed some more light on an already rad individual. I work from home, and I never thought I'd be going about my workday listening to the Carpenters. That song always makes me picture Carl Weathers and Happy Gilmore playing the piano in all white. Also, the beginning of Detroit Rock City. Hey, did you catch your boy Dr. Huberman on the 9 Club yesterday? He said you all were a bunch of grumpy fucks up there in the Thrasher offices when he used to work there. Really good episode, and now I'm listening to his podcast as well. It's funny how longevity is so popular now. Live slow, die old. Anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Hope all's well, and that Delta Plus has cooled off in your area. It's fucked up here in Redding at the moment. Later, Jared. Dr. Huberman. Andy Huberman, Palo Alto fame. I noticed that somebody sent me a link.
I knew Schmitty since we were kids. But by the way, Schmitty, I've said hello to you so many times, and Schmitty's like,
Oh, really? What?
I've known him since I was like this big.
Yeah.
Now I love that guy.
Actually, I'll be honest. I fucking laughed my ass off. That shit is hilarious. I don't remember Andy Huberman ever coming to the Thrasher offices. A lot of people came and went through our office. And I don't know. I always say to people, like, imagine you're working and people just stop by and like, hey, dude, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, kind of come in like clowns and you're in the middle of doing shit. I don't go to other people's jobs and walk in on them and expect their attention. So I don't see why people expect mine. And Andy, it has been like 30 years. You look great, but you don't look the same as you did back when you were following Squirt and Zooch around Stanford and on your freestyle deck.
Love that guy like a brother. I'd give him a kidney if he needed it.
Let's get you on the pod. Let's talk, man. I saw 9 Club has Jacob Rosenberg on this week. 2 Palo Altons back to back. Peninsula Pride. I'm available, guys. If you want to do a 3-peat back to back to back, we could go Peninsula for days. We get McKenney, Zawanich, Andrew Lange, Andy Huberman. Big love, dude. And I don't know if I've ever grunted before.
I operate on humor.
I don't even know if that's a word.
You sure it was me?
Nope.
Anyways, thanks for all your emails. I'd like to share some more of these week to week. So keep sending them in. TalkinSchmit@gmail.com. Hey, one last thing, guys. I have been clearing out my storage unit. And so what I'm going to do, instead of just throwing things away, which was my intent at first, I'm making little grab bags that I'm going to give away each week on the podcast. So stay tuned, listen. Each week I'll have a grab bag. I may or may not tell you what's in it, but there will be some goodies. It's not just junk. It's like this week we got some grip tape, some bearings, a hat, like whatever, some random stuff that I can fit into a little zip pouch, send it out to you. And it's going to go like this. TalkinSchmit@gmail.com. Email me and tell me what your favorite episode has been.
I love Mr. Neil Blender, man.
I will draw out a winner and send you the grab bag. That's this week. Next week could be something else. Hey, did you notice my plus shirt? Thanks, bros. This Gonz art is kick-ass. Feeling up this week, guys. Hope you enjoy the show. And now...
Hey, this is Bino, and you're listening to Talkin Schmit. Good brethren.
It's cool, like tonight is the night.
Here we go again.
Just give it the old college try right now.
Big dog's in.
Schmitty.
96 times, Schmitty.
Thanks, Schmitty.
We on? Schmitty?
Talkin Schmit.
That's called go to the hospital, bitch.
I'd be shitting my pants.
Your Rolodex is fucking deep.
It's about the one.
Who is this guy? Thinks he's tough shit.
What's up?
We're tastemakers.
Come on, Schmitty, what the fuck?
Let's hear it for Greg Swift. Yeah!
Look at this. I'm fucking sitting there. It's the middle of the day. I get a text from my next guest and he's like, dude, I figured out Zoom. We can do this. So without further hesitation, here's Bino, baby. We're doing this. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, really good, man. Really good.
You're out in Cleveland, huh?
Yeah, just out here, kind of just winging it. Just fucking been out here in Cleveland, kind of went from after a grindline job and then went to Cleveland and just been posted up out here. And then my son has been ripping, so I went back to Portland and hung out with him, and that was fucking amazing. Probably like the best. I flew back and got there on my birthday.
Okay.
And it was amazing, man. We skated Burnside, like, for the first time in a while that I've like actually had energy there and shit.
How old's your kid?
He's 13, man.
Teenager.
Yeah. Puberty.
Damn.
Puberty.
What's the name?
His name's Milo.
Milo?
Yeah, Milo. Milo
Like
Marshall Demmon.
Descendants? Did you name him after Descendants?
Yeah, Descendants. Well, you know, I mean, I'm not the hugest Descendants fan, but
Milo goes to fucking Burnside, dude.
Milo
next
and
album.
Otis. I'm more into Milo and Otis.
Okay, well, let's start from the fucking way back. Where were you born?
I was born in Beaver Creek, Oregon.
Beaver Creek.
In between Newport and Walport, Oregon, on the coast. I'm
On
a
the
coastie.
coast? Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you grow up there too?
No, definitely not. Moved to Portland, kind of bounced around. Moved when I was actually 13 years old. I moved to New Mexico with my dad, and he bought a house there, and so we moved to New Mexico. And
Albuquerque.
Yep. Santa Fe and Albuquerque. Yep.
Okay.
Albuquerque, man. That's where I like got my fucking guts at skateboarding, kind of.
Did you find a skateboard in Oregon or not till you moved to New Mexico?
Yeah. I was kind of like my sister, man. She her brother from a different mother, father kind of deal, had a skateboard, and his name was Jeremy, and he had the launch ramp going, and I was like really fucking into it. And he like hooked me up with a board, an old no-nose board, and man, that's where it started pretty much. My first board was a Nash though. I had like the Walmart fucking Nash board,
Yeah.
the saw blade.
This little saw blade. Damn. But you didn't really kind of like start like skating, like going for it till you got to New Mex.
Yeah, I feel like it, you know what I mean? Because I was young yet still, and then I went to New Mexico, and like, just like my dad was a carpenter, so he started building launch ramps and shit, he built me these little launch ramps, and then I just like put a little like fruit box on the end of the launch ramp and fly over that. And then we started putting it up to the wall and doing little wall rides and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember like my favorite board, man, I got for Christmas was the Ray Barbie. It was a dipped Ray Barbie board, and it was like fucking the end of the world. Like the world was over for me once I got that board.
Really?
Yeah, big time.
So sick to hold on to those special ones. Like,
yeah, dude, I wish I still had it.
I had these early Sims wheels. They were called B52s, and they had the
hell yeah,
they were
the
swirl,
best, dude.
And just the
they
swirl
were like the
was
right
like
hardness.
Yeah,
they were the right hardness, and not too soft, not too hard, and they just went, dude.
Yeah.
And then I started getting in. Like my mom moved to Bolinas, California, and so I would go visit her during the fucking. I would go visit her, when I wasn't with my dad and shit. Like once a year, I'd go visit her for a month or so, and it would turn out to be Bolinas, California.
Wow.
And then I got into bombing hills, man. I fucking got into bombing hills, and we'd bomb Mount Tamalpais, like the old Ranger Road up there on top of Mount Tam.
Yeah.
Fucking that was like some of the most amazing fucking times for, like memorable times for sure.
Mount Tam.
Yeah, Mount Tam, dude. The golf balls up there. We'd hike up there. We'd go up there on a full moon. We took mushrooms and we'd fucking go up there on a full moon, and fucking we had our crypto set up. We had Kryptonics and 215s, and fucking like I had a Tony Magnusum like spoon nose fucking board that my friend got from like some fucking tackle shop down in San Jose and shit. Like it was like a tackle shop / fucking skate shop.
Yeah.
And we got these old boards, and we like I cut my own shape into the Tony Mag board that was like fiberglass and wood, and I remember it would cut my thumb, like when you pick it up, it started fucking with my thumb.
Yeah.
And but we would hike up there, dude, on full moons, and we would skate down the Ranger Road because there's only fucking one car that if you saw headlights, then you knew it was the Ranger. So you had to dip, you had to fucking jump off the road.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that was 7 miles of downhill until you got to like the little kind of like the there's a lookout spot that you go up there. There's a Ranger Road. It's still there. I go by it every once in a while.
Right.
And so we would fucking bomb that, man. And my friend Nick, dude, he would just go faster than all of us, man. And he had a stutter. He had a gnarly stutter. He'd be like, and fucking, but he was the gnarliest fucking hill bomber that I've ever seen on cryptos and shit. Like, that shit was insane.
Was there some gnarly slams? Anything crazy happen?
Oh, big time, dude. I was
Nighttime
like trying
bombing.
to keep up with old Nick, man, little stuttering Nick, like short little guy with the Pendleton on and shit, like trying to keep up with Nick. And fucking, I went around this hairpin turn and I just flew off the side of the fucking hill. Luckily, there wasn't any rocks and shit, but I just like flew off the side and like was airborne for a while and slid down the hill. It was like definite memorable moment, dude.
Well, what kind of shit? What kind of shit were you getting into? Like in your early, like when was the first time you got in trouble? What was like? What were you?
Dude,
what were you doing?
It
like
was
young?
like drinking 40s. Definitely drinking 40s
At like
like,
an early age, like what, 16 or
dude, at like probably 13 or so.
13.
I was like started drinking 40. I'd have one or two, and then pretty much like if I had two, I'd start puking and just be like fucking falling asleep in a bush and shit.
That's amazing.
But yeah, man, the memorable. I mean, it's like hard to like put them all together with the memorable days and shit, like the older days. But
totally.
But it was really fun, and those are times that I really do remember, man. Like, just I remember one time we hiked up to the top of Mount Tam, and there was a hummingbird that just flew and landed right next to us when we were smoking a bowl. We were smoking a bowl before we hit the fucking hill, and this hummingbird just flew, and it was like fucking 2 feet away from us, and we're like smoking a bowl, like, what the fuck is that, man? Like, holy shit. And the tongue like sticking out, a little tiny hummingbird. It was insane, man. They did have a pool up there too for a while. There was a pool on top of Mount Tam.
A skatable pool.
Skatable pool on top of Mount Tam.
Damn.
Yep. It was like kind of locals only deal, but they had some deal. It was a skatable pool. I never skated it.
Not a local.
But I saw photos and shit. It looked amazing.
Who were the dudes you were hyped on, like right out of the gates? If you saw a magazine or video, like who were you?
Man, I have to say, like, holy shit, dude. Of course, John Cardiel did the JC for sure, man. Like,
right,
insanity, dude. And then like I liked Wade Spayer.
Yeah,
I liked Curtis Sang.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, you know, man. Like I like. You know who else I really liked was Donnie Barley. Donnie Barley always had the fucking juice, man. Just he brought the flavor, you know.
Eastern Exposure.
Yeah, Eastern Exposure was huge to me too, man. For sure. Yeah, me too.
Mr.
Dan Wolf, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he killed it on that one. But the cast is like, it's one of those videos where you don't fast forward. Like each part is like, you could put any of those parts in and you'd be like, I'm chilling.
Yeah. No, straight up, dude.
Yeah, super good.
And like the little friend clips and shit. Like I had Squirrel and Pete Gardini, man. He did the Nolly Fast Plant over the fucking picnic bench back in the day. And that's like kind of who I grew up skating with in New Mexico, man, in Santa Fe and Albuquerque, dude.
Okay.
Was like fucking Gardini and McCandlish and Charlie Mask and like a lot of people, man. We had a sick little squad there in New Mexico for a while. Ray Chavez, big time.
Did you know that dude? What's his name? Big Rocky Norton?
Yeah. I ended up knowing Rocky. And then so I moved to Albuquerque at 15. And then he started this like Everyman Skateboards, like a skateboard company. And he like it was like DJ Chavez. We had a sick lineup. And that was when I really started getting into it, like skating street and fucking handrails and just ditches and just like really being into it, you know? And yeah, man, Rocky fucking really provoked the stoke, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Indian School Ditch is like one of the best spots out.
Yeah, but there's a lot more of them too. You know, you gotta get in depth with all the ditches there if you go. You know,
Indian's the one that's kind of blown out.
Yeah,
but
Indian's
it's a
the
good
though,
one
for sure. It'll burn your calf out. You know.
I mean, to this day, that's one of the funnest places I've been.
Yeah, if you ride a skateboard, you kind of just have to go there.
Yeah, when you got the guy that will drive you to the top, drop you off, and pick you up at the bottom, and it's just like so sick.
Yeah, and multiple times too. You're like, fuck it, let's go again.
Yeah. When did you become albino?
Oh man. Okay, so I moved to Southern Oregon, and my friend, and I was like, you know, mischievous for sure. So I was like stealing bottles of wine from Safeway a lot. And I would just steal bottles of wine all the time. And my friend Mikey America from Grass Valley, he fucking he was like, albino wino, and he just kind of said that, and then it kind of just stuck, man. But albino fucking
yeah. So was, what you were like? What 16, 17?
Yep, I was about 18 to like 23 when I lived in Ashland.
Was the park already there or no?
Yep, they had Ashland, Talent, and Medford, and I moved from New Mexico. Yeah, I moved from New Mexico because I seen it in Thrasher, and I was like, I have to go. Like, I'm going there. Okay, you know, no matter what, I'm going. And so the girl that I was with at the time, she ended up you know, she wanted to move, so we ended up moving there, and I fucking just would skate and cause trouble with the terror dudes. I remember Dober knocked me out at the talent club.
No way.
Yeah, it was heavy, man. But I was like fresh out of New Mexico where you kind of had to stand up and fight. Like I would get, you know, I was like the white kid at the school. So I would get followed home and shit. And they like, what, you know, like kind of fucking, you know, I got jumped a couple times and shit, and then like kind of learned how to fight back. And so I was like, I had that angst from Albuquerque to Southern Oregon, and then linked up with those dudes at the talent club, and fucking, you know, I dumped a ashtray in the pitcher, their pitcher. I went up to their pitcher. They were sitting at a round table, and I just dumped the fucking whole ashtray in their pitcher.
Oh, mama.
It's like, and then, yeah, just mayhem, man.
What was your park? Which one did you like best?
I love Talent, dude. Talent was my favorite. Talent
I like
was
Talent
the one
too. That's the one with the hip, like Julian and shit.
Yeah.
And then that one though, is it Jacksonville? That's the one that's like by the cemetery.
Yeah. Oh, that was like, that's the hidden gem.
That one's good. Yep.
Yeah. And we'd go hit the Applegate River and go swimming, and then just come back and skate the fucking little on the hillside, Jacksonville there.
Did you know those girls that are from there, or was that after your time?
A few of them.
Like Wendy's from there, right?
Wendy, yeah, maybe Wendy. I know Wendy was had friends in New Mexico, man.
Okay.
Like from the gate, when I was 17, I was skating the old skate park there, and Jake, Curtis, and Luke rolled through with Wendy.
Wow.
And I was like, holy shit, this the big guys, man. Like, holy fuck, these dudes.
Was that the first Phelper appearance?
Yeah. That was my first Phelper appearance for sure.
Damn.
And so like, you know, he was kind of hanging back, but Curtis was really, really fucking cool and skated with me. No one else really skated. And Curtis skated with me. And this park has like expansion joints, like, 1.5-inch expansion joints everywhere. And it was a shitty park, but that's what I grew up, you know, like they didn't have skate parks back then and shit. So it was the one that we got in our town. So we fucked it up, you know. I got a little photo in the mag from that. The first photo in the mag.
No way.
Luke shot it? Luke shot it.
That's sick. Yeah. What year was that? What mag? I gotta dig that up. You remember who was on the cover?
Carrie Getz.
Oh shit, that's Burnett's first cover.
Carrie Getz doing a frontside flip
indoors.
At Tampa.
Yep.
At Tampa.
I know that
one. And then Curtis had the photo on the independent book and the pipe. Those guys went on a pipe mission. And I fucking, so they rolled through after that. And then I seen Phelps, and they just were in the little shitty van. And then I was like, what's up, man? Like super fired up to fucking see him and shit, you know, like, oh my God, these guys are in my town and shit. And so I was like stunting around, you know, doing my stunts. And then Luke shot the photo. And then I was like, I got this sick swimming hole, man. You guys want to go to this cool swimming hole? And I took Jake, Wendy's friend, Curtis, and Luke all out to Abiquiu Lake. And Jake was making fun of my shorts the whole time. I had these Hawaiian shorts and shit. He's just like, this fucking kid. That's it. And,
did you have black socks on? That's a faux pas.
I didn't have black socks and white sunglasses on. Thank the good Lord. Jesus Christ.
You fucking hated black socks so much.
Yeah, dude, I still do.
That's amazing.
But yeah, man, fucking that was pretty amazing. And then Curtis, we drove out there, and fucking Curtis was like, we stopped at a liquor store, and I wasn't old enough to buy beer, and Curtis bought me a 6-pack of Busch and a pack of Camel filters. And I was like, whoa, dude, like this dude is fucking super nice, coolest motherfucker ever, you know? And
yeah.
And then we went and jumped off. At that time, they had, Abiquiu Lake now has like an algae bloom, and all these fucking lakes are all fucked up from the algae.
Uh-huh.
And but at that time, there was like carp that you could see swimming, and you could jump off of rock, like off of 30-foot cliff, and like try and grab the fucking carp.
Oh shit!
So I brought these dudes to the sick zone, you know, like the fucking spot, and it was fucking amazing. Something that I'll never forget for sure.
Damn.
And Curtis was just the mellowest, coolest motherfucker, dude.
He was cool. I remember he would always like look at you in the eye. He would always just like it was like kind of like Preston, where it was like
really
he was concerned about you.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Like it wasn't like, hey, what's up? It was
wanting
like, hey,
to make sure you're all right.
Yeah. Good dude. So were you in Southern Oregon when where were you when Burnside started kind of kicking off?
Fuck, man. I was probably like 12 at that, you know, when, what was that? When did Burnside start going? Like 91 or something?
Yeah, I would,
around 91. Like I was 12 or 13. It didn't really.
You were in New Mexico then, huh?
I was still in New Mexico, or, 12, I was in New Mexico. But then, so I lived in Ashland, and then somehow like Julian and fucking Peter and all these fuckers would roll through the park, and then my girlfriend sold weed, so Pete would always stop by. Every time he would be going down south, he would stop by and buy the weed, you know. And like he'd be knocking at the door at like 7 a.m. and shit, and I just remember being like, holy fuck, that's Peter Hewitt fucking knocking on my door. What the shit? And then, but like always laced them up. And then like over the years, they ended up crashing at the spot a lot of times. And then fucking somehow, man, I don't know, I got to hang out with them.
And now, another first impression with Peter fucking Hewitt.
So I'm pretty sure I met Bino at Burnside. He was intimidating like the rest of the locals were. So he fit right in. On top of that, he had an ollie that was memorable. I wouldn't forget that. So he eventually moved down to Southern Oregon and Ashland and Medford and Talent and Jacksonville. All these concrete parks popped up in that area. So he took residence there with a new influx of skate women that were just interested in skating. So I thought that was rad. So we would stop through there and skate the parks, and I called Bino up to get some weed, and he always was available. So years later, Bino's living in the Bay Area, and he's riding Antihero boards, and we're going on trips together. And he's always been a solid dude in the van, and dependable, always hyping the crew up, always providing the stoke that we need to keep the fire lit. So I appreciate you, Bino.
is that kind of how it sparked, like getting Antihero stuff and stuff? Whatever.
I think so, kind of. But like, I would. I ended up. My sister moved to Portland, and so I ended up moving up there and staying with her, and then going to Burnside a lot. And the first time I ever went to Burnside, I was real intimidated, just like, what the fuck? This is insane. Yeah. And I fucking, and I just like sat all fucking Indian style, fucking just kicking it up on the bigger wall, like over, on the tallest wall, like the straight quarter pipe that goes into the fucking round thing onto the wall there. And I was just like kind of intimidated. And here comes Peter Hewitt, and he's like, does the fucking rock slide to fakie all fast as shit. And he hits my fucking leg. He hit my leg and fucking still made it and just like came in all fucking crazy. I think he might have been living there or something at the time. But man, I was like, holy fucking shit. And and then Sage was there, and he's all loudmouthy and shit. So, and then I like walked down, and I wanted to drop in and skate and shit. And Sage came up to me. He's like, "What's up, man? What's up, dude? Like, what are you doing? How's it going? What's up?" And I'm like, "Well, no, nothing, man. Just like wanted to check it out and all this shit." And then, sure enough, he's like, "Here, ride my board." And I was like, "All right,
let's go."
Like, okay, dude. And so I fucking just dropped in on his board and like cruised around and shit. But it was like, I was fucking, nerves were kicking in and shit, like, it was heavy, dude. And that was like my first experience. So then it was cool for, then I was all right to go there and shit. So I just kept going there with my sister, or, like staying at my sister's, and decided to skate down there every day and started getting into it. And those are the best sessions I've ever had in my life, was back then, being like, I was probably 26 and shit. And then I moved there and got a girl pregnant, had a baby, and fucking lived there for 6 years or so, and then just dialed it in. I would just go there every day, dude. And it's, like, I know Peastone would be bummed on me right now, but he would always say no headphones, man, like no fucking headphones, dude.
Yeah.
But I would put on the tunes, and I would have a couple beers, and I would fucking skate. And it was like the most, like, tune into my own shit, and just like, and Burnside has a million lines that are still figured out.
Yeah. What's some of the highlights that you've seen? Like, have you seen a Choppy Omega fucking transfer, or like anything?
I sure have.
Yeah.
Yep. I sure have seen a Choppy Omega. I watched Choppy fly out of they used to call it the punk wall, like the cinder block wall.
Yeah, that corner end of the big bull, right?
Dude, and he launched out from the fucking thing into the thing, and I'm like, this is what the fuck? Like some slobby mute grab or something, too. Just like,
so fucked.
It was insane. I was and then I witnessed him doing the fucking peel out on a ninja bike in the elbow, too. It's in like an old the Why Wouldn't You video.
Yeah.
And he like like didn't know how to ride the bike at all, and then he just fucking somehow did a slash grind on a ninja bike on the elbow and shit. Like like a lot of those memories are hard to fucking fully fucking remember.
LJ Lil Jon got some fucking
damn. The wild card, man. Holy shit. The wild
and
card.
Fucking Red, dude. What about, were you there when Red drove the car up the fakey rock?
Yeah. Yep. That's when we found this shark. We found this fucking shark. These people were like doing some weird like golf fucking, or like a frisbee golf fucking tournament thing. And they had this, and we were coming back from the Platte or something. And we found this like paper mache fucking shark attached to this pillar that was all like attached to it. And we're like, what the fuck is this? So we grabbed the shark and brought it down to the fucking, to Burnside. And at that time, Red had his like a little Ford Ranger, little crappy Ford Ranger. And he was just like, and that shark made it in a bunch of videos and shit that we posted it up, man, like above the shark bite at Burnside.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. pretty
We went-
fucking amazing shit.
On the first Skate Rock trip, we went there. We picked up what's his name, Pineda, I think. Chaz
Yeah,
Pineda.
yeah. Oh yeah, black hands.
And Jake made him fucking frontside air off that little half pipe up
Yeah.
on the wall.
I was there.
No way.
I was there for that, and he
Yeah.
sung out.
Yeah.
I remember that, dude.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Pineda was gnarly, dude.
I know. He
He
was.
was fucking tragic stories, man. Too many of them.
Too many of them for sure. Is there anybody that was not a local that you've seen show up there and like, because that place is not easy to skate for your first time, but is there
No.
somebody that comes there and you're like, fuck, that guy handled it, you know?
Yeah, dude. I'd have to say like Mumford.
Matt Mumford,
I
huh?
seen Mumford just roll up. I don't know if it was his first time there, but he was getting it out of nowhere like that. Fuck, dude. This dude Ian, man, this Ian kid is like the fucking most technical, gnarliest fucking skater there, and like a bunch of people, but not really like somebody out of the blue like that. Just roll up and just shreds, you know, like.
The Antihero
that hasn't
dudes,
been there before.
right? The Antihero dudes would notoriously go there at like 6 or 7 in the morning and get there
Yeah.
before anyone. Like I've been there with Trujillo at like I think it was 7 in the morning, and just ripping, and nobody's there. It was like that was the idea. I was like, fuck, okay.
Yeah, dude. I went there with Julian one time. We went there in the morning. We were over partying at this house, and we fucking decided to go over there in the morning. It was pretty early, you know, and we just skated over there, got a 6-pack, and we're chilling, and fucking there's Mr. Osage fucking being all yelly and shit, and he kind of yelled, and he's just like, this is my park, and all this kind of bullpucky, and then he kind of kicked Julian or something, and I was like, motherfucker, pick on somebody your own size, dude.
Yeah.
And like, so we got into it or whatever. And, you know, he's got his own demons and shit, but what a fucking place. And I've just been back there recently, and it's fucking, it's changed a lot, dude. It's like,
Yeah, I haven't been there since the newest stuff they added. I haven't been there.
dude, there's just not as many fucking older fuckers that have been there forever. And it's kind of like
it's a tough town,
it's kind of a
dude.
little disheartening to not see people rolling up and checking on the place, man. That's our sanctuary and shit. Like,
I think it's a tough town. I think
What's that?
I think Portland's a tough town. It took out some people.
Oh, especially now. It's fucking
I mean,
ridiculous.
those winters are tough, man. You're in like a fucking.
I can't do it.
There's a million bars. It's the most strip
clubs in
per
the
capita.
per capita.
Yeah, and it's dark
those
and
winters
gloomy a
hit,
lot.
man.
Mhm.
Those winters fucking hit.
I know. I've seen some.
I can't do it anymore. I did it for 6 years, and I'm just like, there's no way I can do that again.
Which strip bar you been to the most?
Oh man,
it's either
I would
Mary's
like to
or the
say
one across from Travelodge.
Sassy's. I was more of a Sassy's fucking lurker, but my favorite strip club there is the Sandy Jug.
The Sandy, is that by the Sandy Hut?
It's up Sandy, but it's in the shape of a bum jug. Like it's fucking, and it has one fucking stage, and it's the tiniest little diviest dark bar. And there's probably like a one-eyed fucking peg leg stripper there and shit. Like, and Dino's would go off too. Dino's was close.
I was gonna say one of my all-time favorite was seeing Bad Shit live at Dino's. Phelper on stage with tits all around him. It was insane, dude.
Oh, fucking rad, dude. Unforgettable moments right there.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was the Crooked premiere. When did you start getting into like DIY shit and pouring Crete and stuff?
Dude, that was like, man, I know Aubrey has a bad rep, but I have to just fucking give it up to him, man. He kind of like took me under his wing and brought me down to Bordertown, you know, or to Oakland for the first time, and fucking, and then like, you know, and they barely had like a quarter pipe or like, you know, not much there. And then I ended up kind of just staying there and Jason Ferris brought me into Deluxe for the first time, which was insane. And then I was just like, I got this chick that lived next to Matlock, fucking Dots and Dashes. Everybody will know Dots and Dashes, but she hyped it up, man. And she's like, and so I kind of ended up cupcaking a little bit. And so I just kind of posted up down there at Josh's with fucking, Tony Loco was like living there. And he was back when he was Batman, he kind of became uncool once he wasn't Batman anymore. But yeah, man, like that kind of kept me around down there just because of Bordertown and hanging out with Matlock and Tony, and, and Timo and fucking, and just getting it sparked down there with all those dudes and Wizard and shit. Like, oh yeah, Wizard. Fuck yeah. That was when you kind of like, I mean, you were doing shit for the first time and figuring out what your mistakes were and learning from it. Yeah. Well, I worked on a skate park with Aubrey, that like Glendale Park in LA. Oh, and then like we were back in Portland. He's like, oh, let's go check out Oakland and fucking, and we just jumped in the car and fucking went down there and ended up working. And then he got all drunk and smashed out all of his windows with the fucking Fresno poles. And then we ended up driving back to Portland with no windows at all in his truck, no windows, sleeping bags, and like just freezing ass cold. Once we got to Shasta was fucked. We're like, it's fucking like, it's probably like this time or a little later, probably like mid-October or something. And fucking, we drove back, and I remember like Snowman was like huddled in the back, like all fucking in the sleeping bag, fully just fucking shivering and shit. And Aubrey's just like full mean face, just driving like fucking fuck off, you little fucks, like. Oh man, like killing or like what is it called? Mean fucking what is it when you're like mean to somebody but it's love? Tough love. Tough love. There we go. Yeah. A little bit of tough love, but like, yeah, man, I do have to. Aubrey really did fucking bring me down and show me the fucking stoke with all that shit. Right. And then Julian would come down and bring us cases of beer and shit. And that's when I started to get to know Julian and Timo and everyone. And then I ended up moving into the Oakland ramp house and shit. Oh yeah. Whose was that? It was a lot of people's, but I think it was like Ken Nagahara fucking. Where Bob went through the rafters, right? Yeah, Bob went through the rafters. Yep, yeah. Yep. Straight up, dude. That was a fucking staple for a while. That was a good spot. Yeah. R.I.P. Curtis. Oh, yeah. Heavy. Yeah. Were you there? No, not for that party. No, I came a little later. Okay. Yeah. When did you meet the Bod? The Bod ski, man. Tales from the old Bod. Let's think about that. Oh, I met Bod on St. Helena. Bod and Sean and Gut. Oh, me and Jehobo dropped them off. That was their first job. I think so, man. I remember seeing you guys. Fucking, yep. I just kind of, I was working for Grindline. I had worked with Shaggy a couple times. Got fired a couple times. And then, I'm so sick to get fired and rehired. Yeah, man. It happens, I feel like, with the GL. Yeah. But no, man, I fucking rolled up and he was just they were just puppies, man. Like, wait, they were just little guys. And Bod had this little football, man. He had this little thing that he got from Walgreens. That was a little speaker, and he was just running his speaker. And I was like, man, I like this kid. This kid's fucking cool, dude. What's up with this little dude? And man, I have to say, I kind of showed him how to tie rebar and a few things, but yes. Yeah, dude. And I wish Bod was on his board a little more. I think it would make him happy. Yeah. You know that?
I think we all want Bod on his board.
Yeah, Bod needs to be on board, dude. And I just turned 40 years old, dude, and like I'm more stoked than I've been on my board in a long time.
That's the shit that we live for.
Well, shit, you've seen the evolution. Then you've seen like from the very first day till what he's killing it now, huh?
Yeah, big time, dude.
Yeah,
he really is, dude. He kills it, and he's like he's a sweetheart, and he looks out for all his friends, and like I appreciate Bod like greatly.
Yeah, he's always been. I
just want him on the board though a little bit too. It would just spark it even more. But you know what?
He's probably telling you, dude, I got to slip back. I've been fucking working all day.
Old man Bod back, huh?
We need tales from the Bod. The DIY project just came out, the first episode. That people are stoked on it.
I caught a couple glimpses of it, man.
We got you doing the escalator in the background, just fucking
man.
Yeah, the QP, the board slide.
That took some work.
Well, I think we got 4 episodes, and then we're gonna do season 2. We're gonna start in like a couple weeks.
Oh, really? Cool.
We'll get a little Camfoosh out again. Camfoosh is like a natural. Where the fuck
he's at. I haven't seen anything from him lately.
I know, me too. I got to check in with him, but he did great talking. He was fucking killing it. Shit. What didn't you got a board too, right?
Yeah, man. Fucking pretty much can like call it after that with the fucking Antihero and shit. Like I always watched fucktards forever, and then it happened, man. It's unbelievable shit. And I'm so grateful for that shit. Like that. Yeah. Keeps me fucking going.
How did it go down? Was it a surprise?
No, I went into Deluxe to like get some boards or something, and fucking, and then Mr. Andy fucking is like, I gotta show you something. I gotta fucking show you something. It's like, I can't fucking not tell you what fucking, and then he busted out the board, and I was just like, what? Holy fucking shit, dude. All right. I'm good. My life's good now. I kind of made it.
Fuck. Was that the what was the name of it? Was it the
it just said, yeah, Julian was like fucking with some things, and he asked me. It was really weird. Like we were on a trip to fucking Brookings. Or like we were on a trip, and I was just riding co-pilot with Julian, and he was like, dude, is it cool? Like if I like pick up the board, like, are you like, is that all right? Like, I'm like, yeah. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. That'd be awesome. And then fucking, he was like fucking with some like letters and shit. And then he just came up with like Bino Hero. But and then I got my own pigeon too. I'm fucking blessed for that. Todd Francis like gave me my own pigeon.
That's an honor. God
That's
damn
a
it.
fucking honor. Yeah, heavy honor, dude. Heavy.
So that was before the like Grimple Sticks era and the rat?
Yeah.
This was just strictly Antihero.
Yeah, I think I might have had like the first guest kind of like a flow board kind of deal, you know? And yeah, dude, I pretty much shit my pants when that happened.
You still got a few of them?
Yeah. I got them. I'll grab one of them.
Oh, you got one right there.
I got
show and tell with Bino right now.
Check this shit out though.
Let's see it.
California raisins.
Yep.
Fucking heavy shit, man. I'm at my friend's house in Cleveland. Zach and Sierra, they're sweethearts, and they like put me up when I'm here.
Oh, that rules.
You like Cleveland? Shoes. I used to have these shoes too.
Those Airwalks, yeah.
With the flap and shit.
Yeah, for knee slides.
Yeah, dude.
Lace protectors.
The 99 cans. Probably never look at that fucking thing.
I don't know that one.
Pabst 99 cans. It's a 99 pack.
Where's the spots Where's the spots in Cleveland to get a beer or to get good food? Like, is there somewhere that you get off the plane and you're like, before I leave, I got to hit this spot?
Yeah, they got it under the bridge. They have a bridge project going under.
Oh shit!
Like a DIY, a really sick DIY spot too.
Christian Svitak.
I don't know about that, dude. a buddy of mine, Mikey and shit, fucking, and his homies fucking sparked it, and Zach and shit. Here's the board.
Let's check
Here's
it.
my claim to fame.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Let me
sick.
turn a light on.
Yep.
See, it's still in the rack.
Oh fuck yeah. You gotta hold on to those. Don't lose those.
Pretty privileged. Oh, and I pulled this one out too, though. So.
Oh yeah, the old Peastone. I got one of those too.
These ones. I was there when we cut up the shrimp on this fucking thing.
Sick.
That pops, man. That was amazing.
Here, take a rip first.
Heavy.
Oh, this is probably one of my favorite boards right here.
Ooh, yeah, I never seen that one.
This one's heavy, dude.
That's so sick.
Yeah. I got the archive over here.
Who makes better fucking ads than Antihero? Nobody.
No shit, dude.
It's so good.
Julian's fucking crazy, fucking one of a kind brain.
Yeah. What's where you been on the road where like that's you got a memorable trip or like some thing that was like this is all time cardio shotgun and you're just like what the fuck's going on right
now? New Zealand was fucking heavy, dude.
New Zealand.
Yeah,
with the whole crew
was heavy, dude. We had the ultimate crew and shit and
Div.
Yeah, Div. Fucking Lord Div.
Div was MVP of that one, right?
Oh, big time, hugely. So fucking, I have a memorable moment. It was Pete's birthday, and Pete was like hanging out of the fucking van, and it was his birthday, and he's like holding onto the oh shit handle, you know, and they like he's fully like got his whole body outside of the fucking van, and I was like, what? Like, get in here. What are you doing? Like, no. Like, because we're going around corners that, like, in the jungle, like, you know what I mean? Like, in some crazy zones. And he was revved up for his birthday, and he, like, fucking hung himself, or, like, he had himself, like, fully out of the van. And I was just like, get the fucking, like, what are you doing? You know, like, no. And, like, he's like, ha, 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 like, fuckers, like. And then we had like crazy shaving cream incident, like fucking with Don and everybody, the whole squad. It was probably like most memorable moments for sure. We need to get another mission going since all this COVID shit. Like it's been kind of like not too many missions.
No, I haven't done anything in like a year.
We got to make do. So
yeah. You got some Andy Roy story? You got anything of you and Andy?
Yeah, I got a few of those. Jesus Christ, fucking.
You guys got into some trouble.
Yeah, we sure did, dude. All right, I'll break it down for sure. Let's
hear this one.
Yeah, so we're like all hanging out at Andy's and fucking he's in Priya, next face is there and shit. We're all posted up and we're like, and Andy, and so we just start getting fucking revved up and fucking Andy's going in on his shit and we're like, fuck it, let's go to the van and fucking grab some boards. So we go to the van and the van's parked right down the way from fucking where Andy was staying. And this I hate. I'm bummed on my situation then and shit, but whatever. I'm not afraid to fucking talk about it. And so we fucking go down to the van, and on the old deluxe van, you used to be able to pop the fucking window open, like the side window, to get in, to fucking unlock the door and get in. And so I tried, and it was the new deluxe van, so I tried to fucking pop the goddamn side window. And it just fucking shattered and broke. And then fucking okay, so like then we both start freaking out, like, oh fuck, run. And then I had a light on. I had my fucking phone out to like look for shit, like to grab a couple boards and a pair of wheels out of the box and shit, like. And I found like there wasn't even shit in there, but I like grabbed a set of wheels and a fucking thing. But I left my phone in there. So we had to double back, go get the thing, all this shit, like just total fucking karma of being a total idiot. And then we went and fucking, so then it was like, dude, we're on camp, something's going to happen. And ended up that Andy's girlfriend ended up saying something to John, and then the fucking word was out. So, so I was like, fuck, man, I'm so privileged to get what I got. These, like, I am going to go and, like, I got to talk to somebody because, like, that shit was just, like, kind of a flagrant foul on my end. And so I went in and talked to Jim, and, like, Jim gave me the breakdown, and I'm just, like, very fortunate to, like, still be kicking it. You know, like, I really am. And I give it up to Jim fucking Tybo.
Jimmy Thebo, go do it, get rad, go do it, make everybody mad. I say now, go do it, get shit, go do it, make everybody sick.
That I am, like, very fortunate for everything he's done for me over the years and shit, and like that was just, like, you know, one of the mistakes in life that you make and shit, but
right.
I just appreciate Deluxe and everyone in Alden and shit. Like, they just show me so much love, dude. And I'm
the
like,
best.
very, very blessed to fucking get all that shit.
Yeah, you got a good squad.
Especially after, like, flagrantly fouling. That,
it's insane. Well, I mean, they have to kind of realize, like, the company was built on these, like, it's Antihero.
Yeah.
This ain't Disneyland and we ain't Mickey Mouse, you know? But
For
it's
real.
tough. It's tough when you fuck up with your friends, though. It's a big deal to go in, though, and look at them in the face and say, dude, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Dude, I was in tears, man. That shit brought me to tears heavy.
You better leave this shit in here. Don't be this is negative or not. This is life.
So I just count my blessings that I have now. And I'm fortunate for everything that I've gotten. And I'm just like, I just appreciate fucking skateboarding and Antihero and fucking Deluxe, and, like, everything that comes out of there is fucking amazing.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, dude. And it's just heart, you know, that's what I've noticed with Deluxe is it's heavy heart. It's like you have to have heart to fucking get down with the DLX, man.
Definitely.
And I appreciate it hugely.
What about working on that park up at Hilltop in the city? I mean, that was an epic time for me. That was so sick because I got to go up and film you guys every day. So I got to kind of, like, not do the work, but see what was going into it. Yeah. And, like, just you, Bod, Phelper out there with the stop sign, fucking Hubbard. Like, it was sick.
Legendary, dude.
We had Sean Gutierrez. We got fucking Noah Peacock sometimes. Andy was in there for a minute, maybe. There was random cameos, but
dude, I remember, man, we poured the flat. I have, like, one thing I gotta say is, like, we poured the flat, and like, you know, and they had this, like, kind of crappier coping that they put this hard, you know, this, you know, but that's up to the fucking what is it, architects, you know, and, like, the plan is what the plan is, and sometimes you can't fudge the plan and shit. And so we had to do this weird fucking hard edge fucking coping shit. And so anyways, we poured the flat, and Hubbard just comes in and he just starts spraying it, wetting the whole thing down, which is like, we just had sealed it up and all this shit. And he just came and he fucking started spraying it down. I think it was because, well, first of all, the fucking Hilltop, so there's asbestos in the ground. So we had to do all this crazy, like, asbestos classes, and, like, and we had to have somebody constantly watering the dirt as we would break it apart. Like any kind of digging we would do with the excavators and shit, there'd have to be somebody watering it, because there was people, there was, like, all these crazy surveyors taking fucking, you know, like, samples of the air quality and seeing how much asbestos was in the air. So, and that's what they, like, made asbestos out of back in the day, like in San Francisco, man. They would make asbestos out of the rock that they find, you know, in the dirt there. And So we had to water the dirt and all this crazy shit. And I think Hubbard was probably like sick of hearing what the fucking surveyor dude had to say. And he was just like, you know what, fuck it. And just like sprayed the whole flat down. And then of course I kind of got mad and I threw a water bottle at him. I threw like a full water bottle at him. I was like, yo, fucking asshole. Like, you know, just kind of having like a little conniption fit and shit.
Yeah.
And, but then like it was a good job, dude. We had a lot of fun, man. Everyone was there, like
yeah, in our backyard. It
was
sick.
in our backyard. Exactly, dude. Just like, all right, see you guys tomorrow. And like we got Phelps glasses in there and shit. Like
and it was an iconic spot. That was the
iconic,
dish.
Dude. And it's also just like, fuck, man, like to lose all these people at once is like pretty heavy on all of us.
Right.
You know, and that shit and it was kind of like, you know, not too long after all that.
It really was. That led right into like just boom, boom, boom. We got like fucking 3 punches in the like right away.
Yeah, dude. I remember I was just sitting at Pops and fucking Julian came up and he told me about one. And then like 3 days later, he comes up to the same spot and I'm at Pops again and he comes up again. And then it was just like, that kind of fucked me up. I fucking lost my girlfriend too around that time and shit. It was like a heavy little time period there.
What is there some fucking, does your brain go somewhere? Do you do something intentional? Like, are you just, I'm going to get fucked up, or do you like go, I got to go be by myself? Like, what do you do when you're trying to like deal with that shit?
That's so rad that you're asking me about that, dude. I fucking, I do breathing. I do this like a breathing technique where I fucking breathe in through my nose and I hum through my mouth. Like, I mean, and that's kind of like a meditative thing. Mm-hmm. But also like not getting fucked up, dude, because you know, I'm stoked on being clear-headed these days, man, and just like remembering things instead of it all being such a blur. And I'm really stoked on just like in skateboarding, where it all came from and why I'm here is really like all, and that's been juicing me lately, is just getting on my board. It doesn't matter if I'm, you know, just cruising around and just ollieing up curves and shit like that. It just gets me fucking stoked, you know, and just to live in people's names and just to do what you think they might have done, you know, and just to like, just good vibes, trying to keep the fucking good energy.
I think about it all the time. Like I used to kind of just be like, what the fuck? Jake's getting up at like 5 a.m. and bombing hills and doing a whole day before I even wake up. Like I'd come to work at 8 and he'd be like, skate the whole city already, dude. What are you done?
Yeah. And he'd have his Hava chips.
Tyshawn Jones, sucker.
He'd like eat some Hava chips, and he would be, and you'd see him. I would always see him in the city. When I lived in the city, he would just be like, he'd be on the corner just chilling, like at fucking 8 a.m, like with coffee and some, you know, like just chilling by himself.
And it wasn't about like how big of a kickflip he did. He was just skateboarding and he was enjoying it. And he used to tell me, he's like, the mornings. And now, like, dude, I feel like I'm cursed because the minute he left, I became a morning dude.
Dude, I'm a morning dude too.
I was never a morning dude.
I wasn't either at all. I'm a total morning person now too, man. I fucking love it. Like waking up and seeing the sunshine and just going and pushing and just getting lost on my own and shit. Like,
right.
And lost in different cities and fucking just keeping provoking the stoke is what I like to say, man. Like,
we have to.
Stoke.
Yep. We have to. It's fucking, I don't know. I get in my own head about like getting pissed off at the wrong people celebrating my friends.
Judgment and shit. Like, I just can't even get into judging and fucking all this shit, man. Like,
no,
we just need to be free and love each other and shit, dude.
Yeah. And just compete with yourself. Just try to have a better day and learn. Like that's what I try to do.
Definitely, dude. And I've learned something new every day, or I try to, you know, like definitely try to learn something new daily.
I just threw this on.
I know. Congratulations. I heard about this.
Dude, 1 month in, I'm still alive.
That's awesome, dude. I'm stoked for you, man.
I am too.
And you
She's
guys have
the
been
best.
kicking it a long time. So like, I feel like I feel really good about it all, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I moved in with her 10 days before the lockdown.
Holy fuck.
So I just came in heavy, dude.
Yeah.
And then we were like, dude, if we can make it through this, we got this.
We can make it through anything.
Yeah. So that's been our mantra. And
dude, and having your person
rad.
is huge. Having your person is huge, man. And I'm stoked for you, Greg.
Thank you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else that we should touch base on?
I don't know, man. Like, I would like to touch base on me or our Tony and Matlock and all of us working on Alcatraz for 2 years. That was pretty fucking heavy, dude.
Exactly. Thanks for bringing that up. I was getting Timo would send me texts in the morning from the boat, like as the fucking talk about that. What was up with that?
Yeah, dude. Fuck, man. It took us forever to sneak a board over there.
But how did it even come up? How did you start working there?
Matlock fucking found it on Craigslist. He found some Craigslist fucking thing, and then he ended up working out there.
And you were refurbishing.
Like, everyone's hired, so we all got hired. And
were you like remodeling the jail, or what were you doing?
Yeah. Okay. So what happened was the prisoners, back when started mixing the concrete with bay water. And which caused all the steel to expand. They had these huge I-beams that were holding up the cell houses and all this shit. So we went in there and we fucking demoed with, with roto hammers and Tyvek suits and full face respirators, and fucking went and demoed and with torches and cut all the steel and demoed and fucking, like by hand, fucking took all the rock out on conveyor belts. And then redid all the concrete under, because the building, when the prisoners mixed the concrete, they mixed it with bay water, which had salt in it, which caused the steel to rust, which caused the whole building to start expanding and fucking and it was like imploding on itself. And so we fucking went in there and demoed it all and fucking conveyor belted it out, and then water taxied it back to land and shit.
And what were your hours?
Dude, it was from 9 o'clock at night until 7:30 in the morning.
Yep. Fuck.
It was gnarly. It was crazy, man. By the end, I started getting in there with the big boss, Mike. He was a super cool dude. And I started being able to like sleep fucking 6 hours a night and shit. Like,
over there?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was there the longest, or like for a long time, and he would let me kind of foresee and manage the whole crew and shit while they were working. He would let me just like go oversee like them doing what they were doing. And as long as they were doing what they were doing, I could go and sleep for 6 hours, and then I'd wake up and make sure everything was going, and then get out of there. So I was fucking milking it at the end there.
You think there's any ghosts over there?
Yeah, dude, I had some weird paralysis thing happen, man. I fucking, so they have, what is it? Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts go out there, and they have weird foam pads in all the cell houses. And they actually have like a sleepover at night, like the Forest Service or the fucking, has this weird like Boy Scout thing. You probably gain a patch or some weird shit. So they had the little pads in there in the cell houses. So one night I was like super exhausted, and I just went and I fucking laid down. And then I was kind of like heard some like ruffling and shit. And I was in D block, which is like a heavy block. There was a lot of gnarly fucking like white, like gnarly. What's the guy? White, sunny fucking white something. Just some heavy mobsters that were staying in D block, and Al Capone and shit. Like,
oh yeah, all
this crazy shit. And so I was sleeping in the fucking, in one of the cell house, or, in a little fucking spot, and I was laying down, and I remember hearing some people talking down below, and I could not move, man. I was stuck to the goddamn mattress. I could not move. I was trying everything I could. It was like some weird sleep paralysis shit. And I had to like kick my leg off of the bed or the bunk. And then I finally came to, but that was the gnarliest experience that I had out there. And I was always like kind of looking for ghosts and shit. Like, what's going on out here? And you know what I mean? Like, I want to see something crazy, you know, like, we were fucking around one time though. And we had these Kubotas that we would drive all around the island and like pick stuff up and deliver shit to people. And, we went into the old, laundry house, and there's all these fucking paper mache masks that when the, natives were there, the natives took it over in the 70s and they did like an Occupy thing on Alcatraz, and the natives kind of took it over. And so we're in this weird laundry room, and there's a pile of paper mache masks that were like, dude, some of them were like King Diamond. You know how King Diamond paints his face? Like there was like crazy fucking shit.
Right.
And that was probably one of the crazier things that I saw out there, you know, just exploring the island and shit. But, you know, there was like a lot of like this Russian crew that was working out there, and they tried to like say that they saw this ghost, but they just looked it up on the internet and shit, and like made people trip the fuck out, you know, like, but I never saw nothing really that crazy. But the sleep paralysis did get me fucking a little creeped out.
Yeah, that's fucking no joke. Did you ever look at the possibility of swimming from?
Yeah. Oh, I need to talk about that, man. That okay, so every morning when we would go down and wait at the dock for the boat, and like everybody comes down and waits, and you see these people in rowboats next to people swimming across,
right?
You know, and they do these whole swimming things. So there's elementary school kids that swim it. Elementary school kids that fucking swim across.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, like some gnarly, you know, elevated swimming fucking crazy fuckers, but they would do that. Like that's, you know, like the park ranger told us about it.
Huh.
And then there's a guy that swam across with handcuffs.
And they never found him, right?
No. He swam across and made it in handcuffs, but he had like a boat next to him the whole time. So what I think about like, all those guys, you know, this is like this day and age, you know.
Yeah, but there was a dude that escaped that they never found, and they don't know if he died or not. The raft.
I you know, my bet is that they made it.
Yeah,
they made it for sure, you know, and went to Mexico or whatever the hell, you know. And I do believe that they made it, man, because you could swim it. But if you tried to swim on the other side, or if you tried to like swim over to Marin or something like that, there's the crazy rip tide that goes through there. It's like basically a river that goes through the bay.
Yeah.
That goes under the Golden Gate. And like if they ended up in that, they would have been fucked and just been sent out to sea. You know,
yeah, we go kayaking over there, and the guy's like, hey, if you go over there, you could be fucked. So just be careful.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. There's
that's
like that.
Sick. You go kayaking over there. That's awesome.
Yeah. We got, I live like right on the water, so we can just dip in. Yeah. Right by where the Giants
You guys don't
play.
live on the hill anymore? Like kind of up on above the Lux?
No.
You guys lived up there for a minute.
I lived there, and then I moved over by the ballpark when I got married.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's cool though. Like just being able to cruise out. Like the weather's never that great for it.
Not that crazy, right?
Yeah.
I love surfing Ocean Beach and shit like that. That place can get fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, dude.
Like learning how to surf there was like the most challenging thing I've ever done.
It's so hard. It's fucking gnarly.
It is, dude.
The waves are fucking so strong, and the water's freezing.
Yeah, and you can't even make it past a certain point. Like when it's like good and shit. Like it's like it definitely like tests the fucking skills, man. But like
you guys had a crew though, right?
What's that?
You kind of had a surf crew for a minute, right? Like
dude.
Camfish and everybody.
I got to link up with those fuckers again.
Would you see Chico out there?
Yeah, Chico for sure. Godo.
Yeah, Jordy.
Chico, Godo. And Camfush. And then the dude Rodney. Yeah, we had a little squad, man. Santi
was out there. Sick.
Yeah,
I would paddle out and I would go backwards.
Jordy got good too. Jordy.
Yeah, Jordy's doing it a lot. Jordy got married too.
He did. I noticed that. I saw that.
Jordy's solid.
He is, dude. I love Jordy.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's always been solid.
What was your first tattoo?
Fuck, dude. A friend of mine was getting tattooed, and then it was a stick and poke tattoo. And he fucking, I was like, oh, I want one or whatever. And he just like poked it, put it in the India ink and just poked my leg. And that was my first tattoo.
Like just a dot?
Yeah, just a dot.
Okay.
Right there.
You got a favorite one or there's too many?
I just got these new ones. Look at Boo. Look, you're tattooed. I got Boo tattooed. Boo always wins.
Oh, sick.
Fuck everything. That's my new one.
Okay. Yes.
But I like the tattoos are fun, man.
Yeah. Well, what's your favorite park that you've worked on?
That I worked on probably fucking Myrtle Creek, I would have to say.
Ooh, is that the with the pipes?
With the full pipes, yeah.
Oh, that one's sick.
That was a hellacious one where we were like camped in the winter and it was raining and we were in tents and like, and it was just so fun. We found a little fishing hole and we were just fucking camped out, man. It was really fucking cool. With
Who
Shags.
was the crew? Rabbi?
Shags had an
Shags?
RV. It was Shaggy, Sky Thompson, fucking Josh Matlock.
Oh,
who else was on that one? There was a few people, man. I'm having trouble thinking about everybody that was on it, but all I know is that we were fucking going for it the whole time.
Damn, Josh has been doing it for days, huh?
Yeah, he has, man. And the whole Treasure Island, or the whole fucking Treasure Island thing's awesome too. It looks like he's been doing a bunch more work there too.
There's some new, dude. It's sick right now.
It's sick. I love what he's done with that spot, dude.
Yeah, and I think he's getting like permissive now, so it's like,
oh, he is.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you don't have to worry about them coming in and tearing it out any minute. But
that's awesome.
We'll see because they're developing the island.
That's cool. I can't wait to go. I'm gonna head back there. My lady's coming through and we're going to drive back from Cleveland to probably the Bay.
Oh, sick. Hit me up when you're around.
Yeah, I will for sure.
What, we always end with a fucking song. You go into the fucking bar, you put in the jukebox and you're like, that's the one,
I remember
motherfucker.
when you first kind of started out and you would do like, there's like 10 songs and shit. And I'm like, I don't know if I could come up with that many.
Yeah.
But I would like to pick, No Tears by Tuxedo Moon.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Bino.
All right. Love you, brother. Fuck
love
yeah,
you
Schmitty.
too. Stay safe, man. And fucking hopefully I'll see you soon. Maybe we can get season 2
let's get
going.
some more of that. Let's get the thing going with the
do it yin self.
How to do it. Yeah, yins.
Trial and error.
Yeah, right on, dude. Congratulations, Schmitty.
Thank you, man. Take it easy, all right?
Okay, brother.
We'll talk soon.
All right, later.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talking Schmit. You can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Anchor, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. When you subscribe, you'll get notifications every Tuesday of new episodes the minute they become available. Also, please leave reviews and a 5-star rating. It's the best way to help the show grow. All of the episodes will always remain free, but if you would like to help support the show, you can do so at TalkinSchmit.com, where you can pick up some merchandise like t-shirts, beanies, hats, and stickers. The website has an entire archive of all of the episodes, with extra photos and videos. Email us with any suggestions, comments, or ways that the show may have improved your life at talkinschmit@gmail.com. All interviews are conducted, edited, and produced by Schmitty. The intro music is Mary's Cross by the band Nature. Very special shout out goes to the executive director, Sharal Camisa.
Shout out.
Love it!
This is Talking Schmit, where the Rolodex is deep, but the conversation is deeper.